Respected physical education teacher and my dear students, today's session of topic is Unit 10 Training in Sports. Under this overview of my session is types and methods to develop endurance and types and methods to develop speed. We'll discuss one by one. Now first, what is the meaning of endurance? Endurance क्या है? Or are defined? Endurance is the ability to resist any type of fatigue. That is called as endurance. Now in Borrow and Mack is defined as endurance as the result of physiological capacity of an individual to sustain movements at over a period of time or prolonged period of time. Hardayal is defined as endurance is the ability to sustain any type of activities with the prolonged period of time. The types of endurance, there are two types of endurance are there, nature of activities and duration of activities. We'll discuss one by one. Now first, nature of activities. Under this, there are three different types of there. First is basic endurance, second is general endurance, third is specific endurance. We'll discuss one by one. Now what is basic endurance? The basic endurance is the ability of the person to resist their fatigue in which the load of any type of activity is medium intensity and involves aerobic type of muscular metabolisms. It can also be said that the ability to do any type of movements that involve a large group of muscle activities at a slow pace and a prolonged period of time. For example, jogging, cycling, swimming, and for them more than 30 minutes duration of activities. Second type is general type of endurance. It is general type of movements are there and prolonged of period of time, and that are general capacities. And this type of activities not are specific to any sports and can be developed by the performing as a journal exercise. And essential for journal abilities, it can be sustained intensity of the activities is medium. General endurance activities may incorporate the high intensity type of practices. The duration of journal type of endurance such as a shorter than essential type of endurance are there. Next is specific endurance, this type of ability to perform their movements of particular sports to resist their fatigues. The sports specific endurance varies for activities to activity. It depends upon the nature of fatigues. For example, the specific endurance of a hockey player is a different form than the marathon runners or a cyclist, as a need for the activities is different. Now duration type of activities, there are four different type of their: speed endurance, short time endurance, medium type of endurance, and long type of endurance. We'll discuss one by one. Now duration of activities is classified under the cyclic type of sports activities and based on physiological factors, and that factors should be defined by the Hardayal in 1986 and classified can be divided into the following sub-stages. The sub-endurance, speed endurance are this type of activities resist the fatigue in a cyclic activities that last up to 45 seconds. Example, 400 meter sprints in a track and field events. Short time endurance, this ability is needed for the activities lasting 45 seconds to about 2 minutes. An example of short type of endurance, that is the 800 meter runs in athletics. Medium type of endurance is needed to resist any type of activities lasting from 2 minutes to 11 minutes. Example, 1500 meters to 3000 meter runs and 100 meters rowing. A long type of endurance, this type of activities are lasting more than 11 minutes. Examples are type of endurance is required in events like marathon, cross countries, and etc. many more. Now methods development endurance. There are three different type of methods: continuous methods, interval methods, and repetition methods. Now continuous methods, there are four different type of there: slow continuous method, fast continuous method, variable pace methods, and fortnight. Now interval training methods, that is intensive interval methods and extensive interval methods are there. And last is repetition methods. We'll discuss one by one. Now under these continuous methods, in this method the exercise should be done in the longer period of time without any rest. Because of the duration of activity is long and continuous, the intensity is very low. Now slow continuous methods, under this slow continuous methods, in this type of methods are certain their speed without any break, and a long duration of activities are there. Now determining of according to their heart rate, the heart rate should be between the 140 to 160 beat per minute during their activities. The duration of training is not less than 30 minutes. Example, walking, running, cycling, etc. Now slow continuous methods effects. Now what are the effects when we are doing this type of activities? Low intensity, long duration type of activities. Limited the mainly in the muscles and the few cyclic and positive effects on their metabolisms, and the some significant effect changes are increase their muscles glycogen, increase their liver glycogen, increase their number and the size of mitochondria, the improve their thermal regulation means the temperature of your body, quality of oxidation enzymes improves, increase their fat metabolisms, positive effects on their heart and lungs, and the psychological changes just like improve their willpowers, self-disciplines and the self-concepts, self-consequence. Now next is fast continuous training methods are there. Fast continuous training methods, speeds remain uniform throughout the trainings. The heart rate should be goes up to 160 to 180 beats per minute, and the intensity is high, and the more strenuous and exhaustive in the slow continuous methods. What is the duration? Less than 20 minutes. What are the effectives are there? Effects in fast continuous training methods are there. The effective are improve their volume of oxygen, improve their capacity of the muscles to consume their oxygen. The significant increase the size and the number of mitochondria, and also improve their anaerobic capacities where the oxygen is absent. Now variable pace combination of slow and fast. These methods are performed the changing in the pace, but this changing is in speeds is pre-planned. The heart rate should be goes on 140 to 180 beat per minute. Duration is 15 minutes to 1 hour. The effects of variable pace methods increase the glycogens in the muscles, increase the number and the size of mitochondria, increase the efficiency of heart and lungs, increase their willpowers and their confidence levels, and improve their volume of oxygen maximally. Next is forward-leg training methods. Now forward-leg training method is derived from Swedish words means the speed play. In other words, it is another variation of variable pace methods are there. There are the difference between the two is the forward-leg methods, and the speed of variation is not a pre-planned. The athletes can change the speeds according to their own during activities due to the changes of trains, retrains, surroundings, feelings, and the heart rate and the duration of training is similar to the variable pace methods. The major effects of the methods are promote their weight loss. It's an excellent test for strengthening their endurance. It improves their speed and the race of the tactics. It improves their minds and over the matters of the game. It also improves their fast and slow twitch muscle fibers or muscle responses are there. Now next is interval training methods. Interval training method, it is also comparatively the high intensity with the intervals or break on incompletely recovery. It is based on the principles of work should be done in the sufficient speed and the duration so that the heart rate goes up to the 180 beats per minute. After this, there should be the short intervals when the heart rate drops down into 120 to 130 beats per minute. The workout starts again. The effects of these methods are improve their circulation systems, improve their aerobic capacities, improve their lactic acid tolerance, and also improve their volume of oxygen maximally. The last method is repetition method. Repetition method is characterized by the high intensity range between from 90 to 100% of the work within the interval of the completely recovery. It is a best method to develop their endurance. The essential effects of these methods are improve the anaerobic capacities where the oxygen is absent, improve their lactic acid tolerance, and improve their phosphagen stores in the muscles. Next is speed. What do you mean by the speed? Speed is the complex nature, depends upon the considerably in the central nervous systems. Speed is also ability to signify the ability to execute the motor movement as quickly as possible. These movements can be the cyclic or acyclic. Johnson and Nelson also defined the speeds, the capacity of individual to perform their successive movements of this same pattern at the fastest rate. There are 5 different type of speeds are there: reaction abilities, acceleration abilities, movement speeds, locomotor abilities, and last speed endurance. We'll discuss one by one. Now, reaction abilities is the ability to react quickly at the stimulus or the certain signals. It depends entirely on the coordinative abilities of an individual. The different games and sports have other sign like a visual, auditory, and tactile to the name as a few. Next is acceleration ability. Acceleration ability is an ability to achieve a high locomotor speeds from the static position. It depends on the significantly on the explosive strength, techniques, and the moment friction. Next is movement speed. Movement speeds can be defined as the ability to perform a signal's movement in the minimum possible time. Next is locomotor abilities. Locomotor abilities is the ability to maintain the maximum speeds when in the body in a motion for the maximum possible duration or the distance. Example: 100 meters, 200 meters sprints, speed is statics, and the shorter sprints in a cycling. Last is speed endurance, combination of endurance plus speed, and it is the ability to do the movements with a high speed for the longer duration, that is under the condition of fatigue. The methods development of the speeds, there are 2 methods are there: acceleration speeds and pace. We'll discuss one by one. Now, what do you mean by the acceleration abilities? Acceleration methods are the generally used to develop the speeds while attaining the maximum speeds for the static positions. Acceleration abilities, as a sports person, most of the run are specific distance. After starting the athletes try to gain the total momentum at the earliest and finish the specific distance. It is usually take 50 to 60 meters for the sprinters to attain the maximum speeds. After starts, according to the research, it is observed that well-trained athletes can maintain the top speeds from the 20 meters only. In many varies 6 to 12 repetitions. Also, in the intervals for the complete recovery, the acceleration must be done after the proper warm-ups. Now, next part is pace. Pace is incorporate of the set of the distance in a uniform speeds. This usually include the 800 meters and above their races. Example: it is a fact that an athlete can run the distance in 300 meters at a full speed, and in the case of longer race, he must conserve the energy and reduce their speeds. At beginning such race, the speeds should not be high, but the pace should be maintained throughout the race. For this type of training, the athlete should run the maximum steady speeds for the distance at the 10 to 20% more than actual racing of the distance. The repetitions for the pace run training can be fixed as per the athlete's fitness level, with complete recovery between their repetitions. The references which I have taken for the total session is purely curriculum 2024-25, and the material which I have taken in the CBSE hand manuals easily available in the CBSE site. For watching me.